Now we will solve one more question related to issue of shares at a premium, and the shares are forfeited, then again reissued at a discount or at a premium and transferred to capital reserve. Share forfeited account transferred to capital reserve. So question is based on this. So the question is, X Limited invited application for 4 lakh shares of rupees 10 each. So invited application means number of shares issued by the company is 4 lakh shares. Number of share issued by the company is 4 lakh shares of rupees 10 each. Of rupees 10 each at a premium of rupees 7 per share. Premium of rupees 7 per share. It means shares are issued at rupees 17. 10 rupees shares are issued at a premium of rupees 7 per share. It means shares are issued by the company at rupees 17. The amount was payable as follows: on application and allotment. On application and allotment, rupees 9 per share, including premium 4. So 4 is the premium and including premium it is 9. It means the face value is 5. Application and allotment face value is 5. It is issued at rupees on application the company is going to take rupees 9 including premium. It means 4 rupees is the premium amount. 4 rupees is the premium amount, and the balance amount including premium. So balance is how much? Share is of rupees 10. So balance is 5. Premium, total premium is 7. 4 rupees is taken at the time of application and allotment. It means 3 rupees at the time of first and final call. 3 rupees. Okay, at the time of first and final call it is total 7. So it is 8 rupees. So issued price is 17. So this line is the face value line, this line is the premium line, and this line is the issued price. So this is the face value, this is premium, and this is issued price. So 10 rupees shares, rupees 10 shares are issued. 10 rupees 10 shares, 4 lakh shares of rupees 10 each, issued at a premium of rupees 7. It means shares are issued at rupees 17. So company is taking 9 rupee at the time of application and allotment including premium 4. So excluding premium it is 5. And balance on first and final call. So balance is how much? 10 rupees is the total value of shares, face value. So 5 rupees at application and allotment. So remaining 5 rupees is in the first and final call. Here the premium is 4. So remaining premium is 3. So 5 plus 3, 8 rupees company will take at the time of first and final call, including premium. Application were received for 5,70,000 shares. Application were received for 5,70,000 shares. Means public has applied for this much shares. So it's a case of oversubscription. Company is oversubscribed by excess number of application the company has received. It's a case of oversubscribed. Oversubscribed by 1,70,000 shares. So it's a case of oversubscription. Is it clear? It's a case of oversubscription. So X Limited invited application for 4 lakh shares of rupees 10 each. The shares were issued at a premium of rupees 7 per share. The amount payable was as follows: on application and allotment rupees 9 per share including premium rupees 4. On first and final call the balance amount including premium. So this one is clear. Issued at rupees 9. On application they will take 9 including premium rupees 4. So excluding premium it is 5. And balance on first and final call. So balance is 5 rupees. 3 rupees is the rest premium amount. So on first and final call company will take 8 rupees including premium. Now application were received for 5,70,000 shares. So it's a case of oversubscription. The allotment was made as under. The allotment was made as under to the applicant of 3,50,000. Those who applied for 3,50,000, to whom company has allotted 2,50,000 on pro rata basis. Next, to applicant for 2,000 shares, company has allotted 1,50,000 shares. And the applicant for 20,000 shares, company has rejected. No share is allotted. It means rejected. Shares are rejected by the company. So no allotment is done for this 20,000 shares. So total number of shares applied is 5,70,000. Total number of share allotted by the company is 4 lakhs as per the issued and applied. Applied is 5,70,000 and issued is 4 lakhs. So company cannot allot more than 4 lakhs. So company has allotted 4 lakhs. Now application money received. So here 3,50,000 into application money is 9 rupees. 3,50,000 into 9. 0, 0, 0, 0. 31,50,000. 35 into 9. So 31,50,000 at the time of application. Now come to the next application on 2 lakh shares at the rate of rupees 9 per share on application. It is 18 lakh. 2 lakh into 9. 18 lakhs. And 20,000 into 9. 1,80,000. 1,80,000. Okay, 1,80,000. So it is 0, 0, 0, 0, 3, 1, 5. 51,30,000. 51,30,000. Is it clear? 51,30,000. Now come to the surplus. This line. Applied for 3,50,000 and company has allotted 2,50,000. So here the shareholder has, applicant has given application on 1 lakh shares, excess money on 1 lakh shares. They have applied for 3,50,000 but company has allotted 2,50,000. So the applicant has given extra money on this much shares at the rate of rupees 9 per share application money. So 9 lakh rupees is the surplus amount over here. Surplus. Now come to here. Applied for 2, allotted 1 lakh 50. Applied for 2 lakhs and allotment is 1 lakh 50. So excess money is how much? Excess shares is 50,000 shares. So 50,000 into 9 rupees application, this much amount has given excess by the applicant. It means 4,50,000. 4,50,000 applied for 2 lakhs, allotted, number of shares applied and number of shares allotted. This is allotted. Number of shares allotted is 1,50,000. Applied is 2 lakh, allotted is 1,50,000. So excess money given on the shares is on 50,000 shares. Extra money is given on application by the applicant. So 50,000 into 9 rupees per share on application. So this much money has given by the, this much amount is given by the applicant, extras, excess amount, surplus amount, because only this much is allotted. However, applied for 2,50,000. He has sent the money on 2 lakhs, but the company has allotted 1,50,000. So on 50,000 share, difference is 50. On 50,000 shares at the rate of rupees 9 per share, the applicant has given excess money. So this is the surplus. Here the money received on application, this much money will be refunded, because this is not excess, but this is going to be refunded by the company. Company will return to the applicants because no allotment was made. No allotment was made to this 20,000 shares. Allotment is nil. So entire money which was received by the company on at the time of application and allotment, that money will be refunded by the company. So this line is clear. Total surplus is 13,50,000 is the total surplus. Total surplus is 13,50,000. Okay. Now come to the adjusted on first and final call. Adjusted on first and final call. Here it is given that excess application and allotment money could be utilized for calls. That money can be utilized for calls. That money is not going to refund. If nothing has written in the question, then this money will be refunded. This money is not going to adjust in the call. This money will only be adjusted up to allotment. But here in the question it has mentioned that this surplus money can be adjusted in the calls. That's why we are going to adjust this amount in the call, not to refund. So this 9 lakhs will be adjusted in the first and final call. So how much excess money we can adjust it? Here 2,50,000 is allotted, and allotment money, first call money is this much. So 2,50,000 into 8, it is 10 lakhs. Okay, it is more than 10 lakhs. More than 10 lakhs. It is 2,50,000 into 8. It is 20 lakhs. And our surplus is only 9 lakhs. So entire surplus can be adjusted in the first and final call. Similarly, 1,50,000 into 8, it is 12 lakhs. Our surplus is less. So this entire surplus can be adjusted in the first and final call. So our adjustment in the first and final call will be 13,50,000. And this much amount we will refund to the applicants. So this table is clear. Now next line, A who belong to the first category. A is one of the shareholder. A who belong to the first category, this category. In this category, you see this category, pro rata allotment is what? Pro rata allotment is 35:25. It means 7:5. 7:5 is the pro rata allotment. Those who applied for 5, those who applied for 7, they will get 5. Here the pro rata allotment is what? 20 into is to 15, means 4:3. 4:3 is the pro rata allotment. in case number 2, in this case. Now, the applicant A who belong to the first category, A belong to which category? A belong to this category, first category. And as per the first category, pro rata allotment is 7:5. Here it has mentioned that A who belonged to the first category and was allotted 500 shares, failed to pay the first call money, So we will find it out for how many shares this applicant has applied on the basis of this pro rata 7:5. So 7/5 into 500. So it is 700. Means the applicant has applied for 700 shares and the company has allotted 500 shares because this applicant come under the first category, and under the first category the pro rata is 7:5 is the pro rata allotment. Okay, pro rata allotment is 7:5. So this line is clear. Is this line clear? Now moving ahead, if he has applied for 700 shares, so he has paid application on 700 share at the rate of 900. So 6,300 he has given on application. Extra money what he has given, 700 he has applied and company has allotted him 500 shares. So he has given extra money on 200 share at the rate of 9 per share, that is 1800 surplus money. This surplus will be adjusted on first and final call. So on first and final call on 500 share at the rate of 8, 500 into 8, it is 4,000. 500 into 8 is 4,000. So 1800 will be adjusted and rest is not paid. It means 2200 is not paid by this applicant A. So come to the applicant A once again. He has allotted 500 shares, failed to pay the first call. So we have to find out for how many shares he has applied for. Okay. So for how many shares he has applied for, we have to see in which category this A is. A is in this category. Those who applied for 3,50,000, company has allotted 2,50,000. It means 7:5. So 7/5 into 500. So accordingly this calculation is done. On 700 share he has paid the application money. 700 into 9 rupees is the application money. So he has given this much amount on application. Extra money given by him is he applied for 700 but company has allotted 500 only. So he has given extra money on 200 shares at the rate of 9 rupees per share on application, that is 1800. Okay, this 1800 will be adjusted by the company on first and final call. So on first and final call on 500 shares it is rupees 8 including premium. So 4,000. And here this money will be adjusted. So if he has failed to pay the amount on first and final call, it means he has not paid 2200 is not paid. 2200 is not paid. So I have crossed it. Okay, 2200 is not paid. 2200 is not paid. Now coming to the next shareholder. Okay. Next is B, who belong to the second category. B belong to the second category. Second category means this category. 2 lakhs, those who applied for 2 lakh, company has allotted 1,50,000. Here the pro rata is what? 4:3 is the pro rata allotment. 4:3. So B is the belong to the second category, was allotted 300 share. So we have to find out the number of share applied by him. So 4/3 into 300. So it is 400, means he has applied for, B has applied for 400 share, but the company has allotted them only 300 share, as they are from this category. This category, B is from this category. B is from this category and A is from this category, category 1, or B is from category 2. So what about the B? B, who belonged to the second category, was allotted 300 shares, failed to pay the first call. He has also not paid the first call amount. So how much amount he has paid on application? On application, 400 into 9 rupees he has paid, means 3600 rupees paid on application. 3600 paid on application. Extra money given by him is what? He has applied for 400 shares and company has allotted 300 shares. So extra share, on extra shares he has given the money at the rate of 9. Applied for 400 but company has allotted them 300. So he has given extra application money on 100 shares, at the rate of rupees 9 per share, means 900 is the extra money he has given. This is the surplus money. This is what? This is surplus money. 900 is the surplus money. This money will be adjusted on first and final call by the company. So on first and final call, on 300 shares, at the rate of rupees 8 per share, he has to pay 2400. Okay, so rest amount is how much? 0051. 1500 is the calls in arrear. 1500 is the calls in arrear over here. 1500 is the calls in arrear. So this 1500 is the calls in arrear of the second category. Okay, of second category, in this category. So this is all about the working note, that these shares were forfeited and reissued at rupees 15 per share as fully paid. So we'll do the journal entry. So the first entry will be here, pass necessary or prepare cash book and pass necessary journal entry. So all the transaction related to bank we will write over here, record in the cash book, and for rest we will do the journal. So first entry, you know about the application, bank account debit to share application and allotment. Here the application allotment money, both money is taken at a time, is taken over by the company at a time. So first entry, you know, the bank account debit to share application and allotment. So this will be recorded by us in the cash book debit side. In cash book only bank column. So to share application and allotment, to share application and allotment, to share application and allotment account, bank account debit to share application and allotment. How much money we have received on application and allotment? 51,30,000. You see this line, application money received, total is 51,30,000 is the total application money we have received. Second entry is share application and allotment account debit, share application and allotment account debit to share capital to securities premium reserve account. Is it clear? Security premium reserve account, securities premium reserve account, premium reserve account. Okay, share capital account will be credited and security premium reserve account will be credited, these two accounts, because in this amount capital amount and premium amount both is here, and some amount, surplus amount, is adjusted on first and final call. So when the amount application money is going to be adjusted on first and final call, it is not directly adjusted. We will write over here calls in advance, calls in advance. This is the advance money, calls in advance account, calls in advance, which will be adjusted in the first and final call. And few money is refunded, 1,80,000 is refunded, so we have to write bank account over here. So instead of writing bank, this will be posted over here, share application allotment to bank. So this will be this side by share application and allotment account. So 1,80,000 will be refunded. It is refunded, this much amount is refunded. Okay, this much amount is refunded by the company. Is it clear? So this entry. Now come to the amount. First, share capital, number of share allotted is how much? 4 lakhs. So 4 lakhs into this amount face value 5 rupees. 4 lakh into this amount 4 rupees. Okay, security premium reserve. So this is how much? 4 lakh into 5, 20 lakhs in the share capital. 4 lakh into 4, 16 lakhs in the security premium reserve. And in advance, you see how much money we have adjusted in first and final call, which is treated over here as an advance. 13 lakh 50,000. So you do the total of these 4. So 0, 0, 0, 0, 5, 9, 4, 49,500. Sorry, 49 lakhs 50,000. 49 lakhs 50,000. Is it clear? 49 lakhs 50,000. So this is the entry related to share application and allotment. The amount which was received directly recorded in the cash book and amount which was returned to the shareholder, this one is recorded in the credit side of cash book, and for rest the transaction is in the share application allotment account debit, to share capital, to security premium reserve, to calls in advance. Next entry is share first and final call account debit, to share capital, to security premium reserve, securities premium reserve account. Okay, this entry. So in the share capital, number of share allotted is 4. So 4 lakhs is the number of shares. This is the entry for due. 5 rupees is on first and final call. 4 lakhs into 3 is the premium amount, and 4 lakhs into 8 rupees is the allotment amount. 8 rupees is the allotment amount. So 4 lakhs into 8 will be in the first and final call. This is on first and final call, total including premium. 5 is on capital, 3 is for premium, and total is 8 rupees for first and final call. So 4 lakh into 5 on capital, 20 lakhs. 20 lakhs is on capital. 4 lakhs into 3, 12 lakhs is the security premium reserve, and it is 32 lakhs. 32 lakhs, 4 lakhs into 8. 4 lakhs into 8. Now come to the realization. Bank account debit to share. Bank account debit to share first and final call. Final call. How much amount we will receive? So total amount due is how much? 32 lakhs is the total amount due. 32 lakhs. You see over here. This is the total amount due. Okay. Out of which this much money is received for first and final call at the time of application and allotment. So this much money will be adjusted. Here we have to write calls in advance will be debited. In the next entry, calls in advance will be adjusted. Calls in advance account debit. And calls in arrear will be debited. Calls in arrear account will be debited to share first and final call. First and final call account. Share first and final call account. Share first and final call. Okay, share first and final call. So in calls in advance, this amount will be adjusted over here, 13,50,000. This will be adjusted because now shareholder will not pay this much amount because he has already paid, and this amount will be adjusted at the time of first and final call. So calls in advance which is credited over here, now debited by us, adjusted. Now see the calls in arrear. 2200 is the arrear amount, and here 1500 is the arrear amount. So 2200 into 15, total arrear is how much? 2200 and 1500. So total arrear is 3700 is the total arrear. Okay, so here in the first and final call, 00735331, 13,53,700. 13,53,700. How much amount we will receive against this first and final call by the company? How much amount? Question is how much amount the company will receive. Okay. So how much amount the company will receive? Due amount is 32 lakhs is the due amount. 32 lakhs is the due amount. You deduct this amount, calls in advance and calls in arrear. Total is 13,53,700. Rest amount the company will receive by check. So 32 lakhs minus 13 lakhs 53,700. So rest amount is 18,46,300. 18,46,300. This much amount the company will receive at the time of first and final call after adjustment of calls in advance, which is credited over here. Now will debit over here, and this is the calls in arrear which the company will not received, or company has not received this much amount. Okay. Now next, now the shares are forfeited by the company. Shares are forfeited by the company. Company has forfeited these shares. So share capital account debit. Share capital account debit. When the company is going to forfeit the share capital account debit. Security premium reserve will be cancelled. Security premium reserve account will be cancelled if the premium amount is not paid but it is credited by the company at the time of first call, company has credited but the shareholder has not paid that amount, then the security premium reserve will be cancelled by the company. Security premium reserve will be cancelled by the company. Okay, two calls in arrear, two calls in arrear, two share forfeited, two share forfeited, forfeited. Is it clear? Forfeited. So this will be the entry for forfeiture. Share capital will be cancelled. That's why we have debited. We are going to cancel the share because share is going to forfeit by the company. So share will be cancelled. Amount given by the shareholder related to forfeited shares, their amount will be forfeited by the company. And security premium reserve is debited because if the premium is credited, security premium is credited but not given by the defaulter, security premium money is not given by the defaulter whose shares are going to forfeit by the company, then that security premium amount will be cancelled by the company. So this will be cancelled, and this is for calls in arrear will be cancelled, and the capital gain which is not returned by the company, shareholder has paid the amount but this amount will not be refunded by the company when the company forfeit the shares. So that will be the capital gain for the company, and for that they open the account share forfeited account. Okay, so number of share forfeited by the company is how much? Company is going to forfeit, these shares were forfeited, it means 500 plus 300, 800 shares is going to forfeit by the company, and the company has called full rupees 10, fully called up. So 800 into 10, 8,000. 800 into 10, 8,000. Company is going to forfeit this amount. Okay. Now coming to the security premium reserve. Company has called, but the premium money is, company has credited the security premium, but premium money is not received from the defaulter. So here the C. So premium amount, we will calculate the premium amount. So premium money is not given by these two A and B on first and final call. This amount is not given, premium amount is not given by the shareholder A and shareholder B. Both has not given, both are defaulter at the time of first and final call. So on 800 shares, 3 rupees the premium not given, so this will be cancelled. This will be cancelled by the company. Now come to the calls in arrear. Calls in arrear. So security premium is cancelled. Now come to the calls in arrear. Calls in arrear, you see 2200 at the time of first and final call of A is not given and B is not given 1500. So 2200 plus 1500 total is 3700 is the calls in arrear. 3700. Now come to the share forfeit. How much amount the company will forfeit? Company is not going to forfeit the security premium reserve. For security premium reserve is not going to cancel. Okay, security premium reserve will be deducted. So here the shareholder A has given 6300 at the time of application. Okay, at the time of application, and this on application, on this amount security premium reserve is there. How much is the security premium reserve? On 500 shares at the time of application allotment, 4 rupees was the premium. So 2000 was the security premium reserve. So you deduct the security premium reserve because the one capital gain is not going to record in two different places. So here it is 4300. This will be forfeited by the company, means excluding security premium which is given by the shareholder, that will be deducted. from the amount which is given by the shareholder. So security premium amount is deducted, which is already given by the defaulters. Second one is B, shareholder B. He has given on application 3600. Thereafter he has not given any amount. This is related to whom? Shareholder A. And now shareholder B, 3600 he has given at the time of application and allotment. In this 3600, there is a security premium reserve on 300 shares at the rate of rupees 4 per share. It means 1200 is the security premium. So deduct this amount. So 0042 2400. So total amount forfeited by the company will be 6700. 6700 is forfeited by the company. Excluding, if the premium amount is given by the shareholder whose share is going to forfeit, so in this account, in share forfeited account, when we are transferring the amount, we will not include the security premium reserve. Security premium reserve will be excluded because already the security premium reserve is credited. That is the capital gain. If I record the security premium reserve once again over here, it means the one profit will be recorded at two places. So that's why we have deducted this one, security premium reserve, which is included in this amount and this amount, which is going to forfeit by the company. So in this amount, we have deducted the premium amount on 500 share at the rate of 4, which is already paid by A. So this will be deducted. So this amount will be forfeited. A's amount will be forfeited 4300 and B's amount will be forfeited this much. So total amount will be forfeited 6700. Now these shares are reissued by the company. Company has reissued this share. So reissued, so bank account debit to share capital. To share capital to security. Reissued at what? Reissued at rupees 15 per share. These shares were reissued at rupees 15 per share. So share capital account debit, bank account debit to share capital to securities premium reserve. Security premium, securities premium reserve account. So these shares are reissued. So 800 shares are reissued at rupees 15. So 10 rupees will be here, or 800 into 5 rupees in the premium. So it is 8000 and 4000. 8000 and 4000. Is it clear? 8000 and 4000. Now this one is completed. Now you do the total and find out the difference amount. Balancing figure, balance CD. Find out the difference amount. So total will be 003 69 lakhs 88,000. 69 lakhs 88,000. So write the same amount over here, 69 lakhs 88,300. So difference is 0038086. 68 lakhs 300. 68 lakhs 300. Okay, 68 lakhs 300. 68 lakhs 8,300. Now come to the next entry, the last entry. Share forfeited will be transferred to capital reserve. Last entry, share forfeitures account debit to capital reserve. Last journal entry, share forfeited account debit to capital reserve. The last entry, share forfeited account debit, share forfeited account debit to capital reserve, to capital reserve account. So number of share forfeited by the company is 800 and number of share reissued by the company is also 800. Okay, so entire amount of share forfeited, this amount will be transferred to capital reserve. Entire amount will be transferred to capital reserve, 6700. When the number of share forfeited and number of share reissued is same, so simply the share forfeited account balance of share forfeited account will be transferred to capital reserve. So here the share forfeited account is credited with this amount, so this amount will be transferred to capital reserve. Okay, this will be applied when the number of share forfeited by the company and number of share reissued by the company is same number, same. Then simply you do one thing, you find out the difference of share forfeited account and that difference amount you transfer to capital reserve. So this entry is share forfeited account debit to capital reserve. Okay.